Hello, my fellow Wastelanders. Welcome once again to Blind Dad Does. Today, Blind Dad Does Gaming, and I hope that you're having a very good day. My name is Ira, and we are back here in Fallout 76 once again. Hopefully, you guys are ready for an interesting show. We have a bit of things planned, and hopefully everything is working and functioning correctly. The troubles, I tell you, the troubles that one has when they're trying to do live streaming and all that kind of good stuff. It's fun, right? Yes, fun. Yes, indeed. I missed last night. Not technically, I missed it on this channel, but I did try it out on a different channel. And yeah, I figured I'd come back to this channel. You know, my old home, my old faithful, my old, well, people. So hopefully everybody out there is tuning in and ready for some fun. We are going to run through some scoreboard stuff again tonight. We are very close to getting it complete, and hopefully we'll be able to do it by the time that the new season starts. That would be really good. I do have a couple of things that I need to claim. I'll go ahead and claim that gold bullion, the tasty, tasty bullion. And then we have the backpack, well, the flamethrower backpack. I guess it looks pretty cool. It's nifty. It works. So, yeah, we're on a private world right now. This is my camp, and the build that we are going to be using tonight is my standard commando build. This isn't min-maxed by any means, but it does the trick, and it has the quality of life perks that I look for in a good build. So, you know, it is what it is. We have to work within our means, right? So that's the build that we're using. And then as for the weapons that we'll be using, primarily we'll be going with the AA Fixer. This is an anti-armor, faster fire rate, faster reload fixer. I love this weapon. It does really well, so why not use it? Currently it's doing 112 points of damage with the bloodied mode that I have going on. And we also have as a backup a vampire faster fire rate fixer. Not going to use that too frequently, but you know, it's there in case I want to use it, right? Just in casers. Needed to readjust my microphone a little bit there. Sorry about that. So, let me see if I can get everything working correctly here. Unfortunately, my chat box that I thought I'd have set up as a good in-game overlay so that I could be able to see the chat and all that kind of good stuff, it failed me. The only thing it's showing is Twitch chat. I can't see the YouTube chat through it. And unfortunately, most of my people, well, I mean, fortunately, unfortunately, I guess you could say, most of my people talk to me through YouTube. So, I don't know. It is a thing I have to get fixed up, I guess. Another thing one must fix up, right? So, yeah, anyways. So tonight, we're going to kind of run through the challenges that we have for the daily. I've got the weekly pretty much complete. I have to find some more legendary enemies. Hopefully we'll be able to run through that tonight. Level up one more time. And, well, complete the daily challenge for the storm thing. To be able to get the flag. The Brotherhood of Steel flag. That'd be pretty nice. So today we have collecting caps. Completing daily ops, that's always there. Completing an event, that's always there. Consuming booze, I can definitely do that. I come across that quite easily. Crafting ammo, well, that's easy enough. I definitely need to do some more ammo anyways. Eat a cooked meal, that'll be pretty easy to do too. Killing a legendary enemy, doing another level up. And today we have completing an event with the backpack on in the forest to get 3 stim packs. And using photo mode in your own camp. Well, we can go ahead and take care of that one right now. We'll make it all pretty, right? There we go. So we got a little bit of score out of that. Not very much, 250 points. It works. So, let's go ahead and run over here to Lakeside. I can take it over, and I can do the defend mission there. Kind of my standard fare. It's pretty easy to do these little defend missions and get that event thing completed. And you'll notice, for those of you guys just tuning in for the first time, well, welcome, and where have you been? I've been here for a while. But I do use VATS primarily, and that is because I am blind. So VATS helps me to at least be able to function, because me trying to aim in games like this can be difficult. So, you know. One must do what one must do, right? Hopefully my camera is showing up okay. This is the first time I've actually used a webcam in ages, and hopefully it's popping up okay for you guys. You guys get to see my beautiful face. Yeah, beautiful. Let's see. I will lay down this one here because I can go ahead and just use this to get the lead thing going. If I can get it to pop down. You were there. Yeah, there you go. Come on now. There we go. Good enough. Did that cover it up? Did that cover it up? No. Okay, good. I was going to say, go figure if it would cover up the lead spot on me. All right. And we'll plop that down. Is there enough cable to get there? Yep. Sure is. That'll work. Cool. So we'll just wait for the defend mission to pop up, and I'll see if I have any scrap to do. Yep. There we go. So the freebie today was a scrap kit. Go figure. I don't have any use for those. I got tons of them. They just take up space in my inventory. Go figure. So, question of the day. Coffee, tea, or soda? Which one do you guys prefer? I'm going to be a little odd. I don't like coffee very much. I'll drink it if it's cold, and maybe if it has some mocha into it. But otherwise, nah, I'm just not a big coffee fan myself. Don't get into it at all. I used to drink nothing but soda, Mountain Dew specifically, and I would drink almost a case of that stuff a day by myself, and man, I'll tell you, it tears your body up when you do that kind of thing. But thankfully I got away from that. I drink tea pretty much exclusively at this point in time. A little bit of water here and there just to make sure I'm officially hydrated, maybe some Gatorade or something, I don't know. But that's about it. That's about it. But I do a nice little tea blend. It's English breakfast with some lemonade in it. Kind of your classic Arnold Palmer situation. And it does okay. It tastes alright. So I'm not sure if the defend mission has popped up yet. The when I was trying to do it last night, the events weren't auto popping up for me. So I'm just going to check through here real quick and make sure it's not actually active yet. Nope. Not yet. That's okay. Just wanted to make sure. As far as repair work, I think I'm okay on that for now, right? Yeah, I should be okay on that for now. I hope everybody out there is having a good day. It's been a good one here. I've just been trying to get everything working correctly again as far as my multi-streaming and all that kind of stuff is concerned. I had a bit of a bugginess happen. I changed my name over to be Blind Dad Does instead of Blind Gamer Plays. The main reason why is because I want to be able to do things other than gaming on the channel, and I thought that if I was naming myself specifically Blind Gamer Plays, it would kind of limit me a little bit. So, you know, just kind of renaming things a little bit and going from there. So hopefully you guys are following along with the changes. I know, it's a pain in the butt, but that's okay. Ollie Bees, how are you tonight? Thanks for tuning in. Glad to have you here tonight. Hopefully your day is going great. Alright, so we got 20 seconds left for the defend mission to come up. We had some hamburgers for dinner. My wife went a little bit overboard with making sides. It's like, hamburgers, what do you want for sides? Well, French fries work, maybe mashed potatoes, I don't know, but throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, into there, you know. A little overboard. She's funny though. She eats like almost an entire tomato on a burger. She loves her tomatoes. Not me. I can pass on tomatoes. I'm not a big fan. Fried green tomatoes, that's about the only way I like them. Scorched. Okay, well, they're over that direction, I guess. There we go. See if we can't get them to run a little closer. They're just going to stand back there and fire from a distance, probably. Yep. Oh, I see they're interacting with whatever else is spawned over there. Well, we can run that direction, I guess. As long as I don't kill myself by falling down. There we go. One more wave of them. Which way are you guys coming from today? Yeah, probably from the back, maybe. Let's see. Yep, there they are. Sometimes when they spawn over this direction, they like to go run at my house, and that's really annoying. Alright, so one more left. He's over this direction. Ah, come on, there we go. Alright, got that done. Hey, we got the flags. Nice. Nice, that'll work. Cool. Well, we're right here at a facility that we could build at. We can check out what the flags look like, eh? What would those be under? Miscellaneous? Probably. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so there's the one. And, you can only have one? Gotcha, okay, so you can only have one active at a time. That's what that one looks like. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's go up to the roof and get a closer view of it. Since we have a nice tall facility here, we may as well go ahead. And where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Yeah, that's pretty nice looking. That ain't bad at all. Alright, well, what are the others? There's 3 of them, right? Yeah. So there's one. Oh, that's really nice, too. Okay. There's not big differences between them, but they're nice. They're nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm glad to have unlocked those. That works. They didn't have to do that. That's a nice little gift. Works for me. Okay, so I'm going to run back to my camp over here, and I'm going to run down into my workshop so that I can get some ammo created. And thankfully, I'm on my ammo creating character. How convenient. Hi Mark, how you doing tonight? Glad to see you. I hope your day is going great. Yeah, I took a break from Fallout for a while. I think it was about 6 months or so. I ended up taking a break from it, and I ended up missing the first season actually, entirely. Go figure. But that's okay. I still enjoy the heck out of it once in a while. It's you know, there's not really much else that's out there that's like it. You know, if you want to have that kind of post-apocalyptic feel where it's really open world, lots of different things that you can do. There's not a whole lot that's out there that's like it. Unfortunately, I do wish there was a little bit more, but all right, let me just create a few batches of ammo here real quick. There we go. That should get it completed, right? No, it didn't complete it. Why not? Huh. Okay. So you have to do... Okay, so each individual... It's not 50 ammo total, it's 50 ammo tries. Okay. Well, in that case, let me do some railway spikes, because they're a little bit easier to build. A little bit easier overall. Let's see. This is going to really put me overweight too, but that's okay. Alright, how many more do I need? What? Okay, so that didn't count either. Okay, so that only counted for 3. That makes no sense. I wonder why that is. Yeah, I can definitely see your point with it. I do agree. There are certain things that I think could be done a little bit better. Like, for instance, this right here. You see, this didn't make any sense. Now, craft ammo at the workbench, right? I just created a crap ton of armor, or a crap ton of ammo there, but it didn't count all of them, right? And for some reason, when I did it then one at a time, then it counted. That doesn't really make any sense. So a little bit of hookiness with that kind of stuff. I don't know. Little weird. A little weird. Let me see. Do I have any meat? Yeah. I can consume these. There we go. That gets that complete. Yeah, capping the specials at 15. I mean, you can get beyond that a little bit with the legendary perks, but then you have to, really do a lot to get the legendary perks up too. Like I've got level 4 on the legendary, or level 3 on the legendary agility, 2 for strength and 2 for intel. That adds a little bit, but it doesn't really give you the ability to add more perks on top of things. It just kind of gives you that little bit of extra boost with stuff. But I did not mean to throw that grenade. That was a bad idea. So anyways, yeah, I can definitely see though the reasoning behind what you're saying for sure. There are definitely things in the game that I think they could do quite a bit differently, but they haven't. Didn't mean to do that one. Let me step away from it here. There we go. Wait for the wedding. There we go. Got trapped in the loop. Hey Warfare, welcome. Glad to see you. I hope you're doing great and having a great day. We're here in Fallout 76 just doing a little bit of work to get through the season. Hopefully we can get through it. We're pretty close. I'm at 92 right now, so we're very close, and gonna try to push through as much of it as we can. What's the next thing we get? Oh, the Stein. Gotcha. Perk coins, which I don't really make use of right now, and what is this one? Oh yeah, the outfit. I don't really like how that outfit looks. I mean, it's okay, but I'm not a big fan of it. And then, of course, the infantry statue, which looks really cool. I mean, I'm kind of a hoe for camp items. I will do whatever I need to do to get a hold of camp items. But yeah, so we've got a few more challenges for the day to go through. Collecting some more caps, we can do that pretty easily, and then consuming booze and legendary enemy. So I can also see how close I am to leveling up. I'm getting there. It's not too bad. Let me go upstairs and let me go to my little Nukatron guy and see if he's got any booze. I don't remember what I have him currently set on right now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do with the next Fallout game now that they've had some more experience with the creation of 76. I do see, like I have my issues with Fallout 76, and I like Fallout 4 because you can mod it to kind of be much more akin to what you want it to be. Whereas with 76, you're limited, obviously very limited on what you can choose to have going on with the game. So I do hope that things get better as far as that kind of stuff goes. But we'll see. Yeah, I didn't have him set to actually make booze, so we'll have to maybe find some, I guess. Not too difficult, really. We can head up to the station here and see if the vendor has any, actually. Yeah, Starfield is the name of that one. It looks like it's going to be really good. From what I've seen of it so far, I'm definitely interested, and I will definitely play it for sure. You know, New Vegas was really good, and I would not disagree with that in certain ways, but for me, New Vegas, I had some issues with it, mainly because of the way that the UI is. You know, look, I'm blind, right? So the UI in that game was a little bit trying to get through, and I actually did try to go back into the game recently to see if I could do a replay of it. Because it's one that I definitely enjoyed when it was out. And yeah, I couldn't really manage it very well. So just kind of selling some stuff off here real quick. You guys get to see me squinting hard at the screen here. I haven't been on screen in a very long time. It's been since my radio days, since I've had a webcam in my face. So, y'all will have to just get accustomed to my squintiness. It's how I am. All right, there we go. So we got that one complete. Oh yeah. I was gonna look to see if he had any booze. That's why I came here.
In exchange for pillaged, loot, pillaged, loot. Available in exchange
he's got a couple.
for cats.
I know we can run up to the Wayward and get more too. There we go. Yeah, put me in that nerd rage. That's what I need. Yeah, nowadays it's much easier to find accessibility in games for people that are like us. And I'm glad for that. I do hope that some, kind coders pick up the idea that accessibility is really a necessary thing and can do some mods to help out with that kind of thing. But, you got to admit the UI in Vegas was kind of a mess in a lot of ways. It functioned, it did well enough for what it was, but some of the things were a little difficult. There we go. That should be enough booze. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. We got that one done then. So today's dailies have been pretty easy to get through. Not bad at all. All right, well, let's go over to West Tech and see if there are legendaries that have spawned up for us, shall we? Sometimes when it comes to accessibility too, it'd be nice if, because I've noticed devs do try to do the accessibility thing, but they don't get much input from the community that would be making use of it. So they go with the ideas that they think will work, and sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. So I wish that kind of more devs would get more proactive about asking the community, hey, what do you need? What can we do in this certain section or this game here to make things, as comfortable for you as possible. I mean, it's why I don't PvP, right? Like I've spoken about this a little bit before, that I don't do PvP at all because for me, I'm just clickbait. There's just no way for me to be able to compete against the people that are out there that have, been playing it for hours. They have the great hand-eye coordination. They know, what they're doing. And for me, like playing this game, I've played it for over 2,100 hours now. And so for me, a lot of the things that I do in this game are done through muscle memory. Like I kind of know where the spawns are. I know, you know, hitting the button in a certain way is going to make this action happen, and so on and so forth. It's very much muscle memory, you know? But you can't really do that very well with PvP, right? Because it's much more random. You know, it's much more random. So games like this, I use that muscle memory to help me get through, and I also use things like VATs to make sure that I can get the attacks off in a good way. Other games like that I do here on the channel, like This Land Is My Land and Software Incorporated, all that kind of stuff, you know, I can kind of get a lot closer to the screen than I can with this game, and be able to see just by, you know, doing my squinting thing to get myself through it. Those kind of games, you know, you can't really do muscle memory too much with, you know, it's a little bit of a difference. Yeah, I'll grab that cord. Cool. That'll work. I can always use cores. Anyways, so I don't know how much of an input the community had when it came to Fallout 76 and the creation of it. I'm pretty sure they didn't really do much as far as Fallout 4 goes, because there are a lot of things in that game that are, again, pretty difficult for people that are like me to be able to function with. But once you learn it a little bit, once you kind of get through it a little bit, you've done it a couple of times, it does make things a little bit easier. Oh yeah. The neuro stuff. Yeah, it's pretty insane what they can do nowadays with tech. I'm totally waiting for them to create the bionic eye. They're really far into getting it to be a viable solution for people that have you know, severe vision issues like me and others. And now, of course, with mine, mine's a little bit different. I'm not what you would call dim blind or black blind. You know, it's not low vision, it's too much vision. So mine's a little bit of a different situation, but not by far. You know, not by far. It's still blindness one way or the other. You know, if I was to, for instance, if I go to a place that's unfamiliar, I have to use my cane to help me to see what I'm doing, quote unquote, so that I don't face plant myself into a wall or, you know, end up murdering somebody because I ram into them or something like that. But if it's places that I'm familiar with, there's that muscle memory that's there, you know? So it's still, like I said, blindness in no matter how you twist it, no matter how you look at it, it's not fun, you know? But there are ways that we can get through it. And I think that with the advances of tech, there are a lot more options that are going to be coming out for people that are like us. Right now, my only hope, and it's not really a very good hope, but my only resolution on the table for my vision is to have corneal transplants done in both eyes. And the issue with that is that, okay, so I've been to see literally the best in the industry. The guy that I've gone to see and gotten the consultations with and everything, he is the go-to guy for the condition that I have. There's nobody in the world that's better than him. And so the options that he gave me was to, again, do corneal transplants because my progression of the disease is so far that there's just no other choice. I don't have anything else on the table for me. There are a couple of things if this was caught earlier for me that could have been done, such as a technique called cross-linking, which is what I was going to see him for, was the hope that I'd have that available. But cross-linking is where they basically will install lenses underneath the corneas to try to help to facilitate having the vision be better. But my corneas are far too thin for it. So again, my only option at this point, I'm kind of like at end stage with this disease, is corneal transplants. But if I was to do it,
Hungry.
yes, me hungry too.
Whine, puny human. You weak. What you say?
They're gonna argue.
You heard me. What you going to do about it? I not fight you. Not worth it.
I love the conversations. They're silly. Anyways, so if I was to do the corneal transplants, basically it would improve my vision by about 10%. That's probably the outside best that I could get. Well, when your vision is 20/3600 and blindness is considered 2200, 10% of an improvement over that is terrible. Hey, it actually gave me something useful today. My RNG angel kicked in. I got a bloodied handmaid. It's a 1-star, but still, it's not bad. It's doable. Anyways, so when you take all of that into consideration, where that's kind of like my only option, I do have to rely much more on technologies that are getting developed. So I would love it if that bionic eye became a thing. I would totally go for that. Totally. Can you imagine having a bionic eye, man? That'd be freaking awesome. Anyways, otherwise I have to do things a little bit differently. So there's an app that's out now, just as an example of tech. There's an app that's out now called Be My Eyes, and this app is pretty cool. It's basically kind of like an elaborate chat box or Google Lens kind of a thing combined. And you can get on the app and ask questions or show a picture, show an image or a video of what you're looking at or what you're interacting with, or what is in front of you, and it will identify what that thing is and help you to either navigate it or figure out how to use it or whatever the case may be. So it's kind of nice, to know that there are things that are like that are getting developed. Ghoul Slayer's Gauss Rifle. Okay, so she screwed me that time. 3-star version of it too. Anyway.
Unhappy.
Well, if you're unhappy, I can take care of that. There you go. You can stop being unhappy now. Anyways, so just hopefully when it comes to games and that kind of thing, as people have become more aware of the disability situation, it does seem like a lot of devs are making progress with that kind of thing, and that's nice to see. I'm glad that that's happening. Very glad that that's happening. I think out of anywhere really, game devs have the potential to really improve people's lives in a drastic and dramatic way. Not only because of the entertainment that can happen, but because you can do things that create situations that nobody else has ever encountered before, and it can be very life-changing. And that includes for people that are like me that have these issues, one game that came out, A Blind Legend. I don't know if you guys have run across that one or not, but it is actually a really cool game where you play the part of someone who cannot see, and the whole game is done in the dark. You have to do everything by sound, by trying to figure out what's around you, identify what's happening around you, all without being able to see a thing. Everything is completely black. It's really cool, and it's a cool concept, and things like that I think are really good for allowing people a chance to see what life is like for people that are different like this, you see? Yeah, there's definitely that to it, Mark, but I will say as well that a lot of the tech that's being developed, like for instance the bionic eye situation, is actually being developed primarily by the military. And the military is about 50 years ahead of what the public has access to. So they'll probably have it there, way before us consumer level people will. But still, it's nice that that kind of thing is even being examined, Must hydrate. Hydration is key, my friends, and that is the dad moment for the moment as well. Have you guys had anything to drink today? If you haven't, you should go get a little bit of water or tea or coffee, something. Make sure that you get a little bit of something in you so that your body has something to function on, and have a little bit of food. If you haven't had a chance to eat anything today, just grab a little bite of peanut butter or something, and unless you're allergic to it. Don't do it if you're allergic to it, obviously. But, but just give your body a little something to function on, It may not be much, and it may not sound like it's much, but it does make a difference. Add a couple of calories in there. And finally, don't eat the yellow snow. That's a big one. Best advice one could ever get. All right, are there any left? I think we've got them all. We can go ahead and see about the queen now. Come on, Queenie. Come say hi. Meet your doom. Or something like that. Oh, got ourselves a little trap there. There we go. That'll work. Nice smooth 1000 XP. We can deal with that. So while we are here, I am also... Oh, we're still in caution. There's still another one around. Yeah, there you are. Okay. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and use a rat-away real quick. If I didn't sell them all. There we go. I'll get myself unradiated a little bit because I'm going to collect a little bit of the cranberries that are here. Since I'm right here, I may as well. Because I need that tasty XP. There we go. Oh, there's still another one. Ah, that's one of the kings. There we go. Now they should all be clear. Alright. So, hopefully the cranberries are spawned. They haven't been for the past couple of times I've been here for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, see, they're not spawned for me. It's very weird. Okay, well, I see one over here. Grab that one up, and grab that one up. This water is definitely radiated. That's why I wanted to do the rat away, or I'd be dead at this point in time. Yeah, there we go. Can I get another one? Maybe? Nope. Nope. Okay. Well, that's fine. Got a few. Alright, so now I'm going to head back to the camp, and I should be able to make some cranberry relish out of it. So I hope everybody out there is having a good night, and that everything is going your way. I know sometimes it's hard to feel like it is, and, it definitely doesn't for me all the time, that's for sure. But, we can at least fake it till we make it, right? That's sort of the point. Just got to get through the day. And that's why I'm here, to help you get through your day. And hopefully, you guys are enjoying yourselves. If you are enjoying this, make sure you guys hit that like button if you're over there on YouTube, and subscribe to the channel. I come out with new videos every day. I'd love for you guys to become a part of my family here. I will do my best to not abuse the situation. Alright, let me see if I've got any gourds ready to harvest. Should be. Yep. We could make a couple of the cranberry relishes just to get by. I think I already have a couple of them in the fridge, but I might have used them all and I'm not sure. I'm just going to kill these rad stags there real quick before they come up into my camp and annoy me. They do tend to run up here. It's kind of weird. They love to just jump up into this camp here. So coffee, tea, or soda, which way do you guys like to go? That's the question. That's the question of the ages. For me, I don't do coffee. I don't. And you know what? I was totally, I did not even take off my adrenaline or my super duper when you guys forgot to tell me. You guys know by now that every time I change my perks, I always forget to put them back on again. Always. I don't know why. I have a problem. Okay. It's a real problem. Okay. Well, we got one. That'll work. I don't think I had any others created. I think I had used them all, but we can go ahead and eat that one down. And then I think, what am I missing? I'm missing sugar, right? Let me make sure. No, I'm missing boiled water. Okay. Well, that's easy enough to get. We can just go outside and grab some dirty water. Make use of the cranberries while we have it. Jack Daniels. Yeah, that works too. That definitely works too. Sponsor deals. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Not interested in that one. Drink Monster Energy. No, definitely not. Avoid that stuff like the plague. I got stress-induced diabetes. I need to avoid energy drinks like crazy. Bad idea. No, I mean, if a sponsor wants to come along and sponsor me by giving me, nice new computer equipment and that kind of thing, yeah, I mean, maybe. Let me grab another dirty water just so that I have the even numbers so I can boil it up. There we go. I need to redo the camp. I had things set up so that each of my vendors were in a different area, and I kind of had them organized. One vendor had weapons, one of them had food and stims and all that kind of stuff on it. So I had four vendor areas in there total. And since the locked and loaded patch, they, made it so that you don't have to worry about having them separated. All of the vendors are all together now. So, I could redo things, I guess, but, to have my crafting facilities upstairs instead of down here in the workshops, I had them separated out just so I could have the build budget to be able to do things, because, well, I was definitely running shy on build budgets. Yeah, VPNs, VPNs are problematic. And I've actually, back during my radio days, I talked about this a little bit. They have a point, right, where they don't want other people seeing, or like they don't want other people seeing your data and that kind of thing. They're trying to protect you from it, allegedly, right? But at the same time, everything that you do is going through them. So there's a record of it somewhere. Somehow, somewhere, there's a record of it. There's always a trail. There's always a paper trail, right? And regardless of any of that, you're still, one way or the other, going through your ISP. So your ISP is very aware of everything that you're doing too. So, it just kind of, I don't know. It doesn't make much sense because your data is still going through like that first section, right? It's still going through that first portal of your ISP. So anything that you do is going to be tracked right there from the get-go, using a VPN or not. So I don't know. It just doesn't make much sense. You know what I mean? For situations where, okay, I guess I'll put it to you this way. One of the reasons why I used a VPN for a little bit of time was because I was doing the radio shows. And when I was doing the radio shows, I wanted to make sure to protect my family and my family's identity and all that kind of stuff. Because, when you're dealing with fringe topics like we did on the radio show, you deal with some crazy people. You really do. You deal with people that are, not very together in the head. Okay. So I used a VPN to make sure that when I was broadcasting out, it was not easily tracked back to my IP address. Okay. But I don't know how much that helped, right? I can't say for sure how much that actually did good. And I need to change my perks. Give me a second, sorry. Anyways, so I mean they're okay under certain circumstances, right? But by and large, your average everyday person out there, your Joe Schmo out there is not going to really need a VPN. It's not necessary. What are you doing that you need a VPN, right? It's only like cases where you're doing things that are sensitive and you need to make sure that the information is protected, or you're doing things that you need to make sure your identity is protected for because of safety purposes, or you're doing something illegal and you're trying to cover your tracks. And in either case of it, no matter what direction you go, the VPN is still going through your ISP. So one way or the other, there is a front line sort of thing that is holding your information. Yeah. So, but they like to prey on the fears. That's the thing. A lot of companies that are out there, they like to do that. They like to prey on people's fears, and they know that people are, afraid. Oh, it's the internet. It's big and scary. Oh my God. No. I mean, I'm sorry, Grandma, but nobody is really trying to get into your data that you aren't already giving away for free. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. People can go out and they can do the ISP or the VPNs, and they can try to cover their trails, and they can try to protect themselves, protect their identity, all that kind of stuff, right? But then they get on Facebook and they keep answering these quizzes about how, oh, what was your favorite toy when you were a kid? What was your dog's first name? Or your first dog's name? What car did you learn how to drive on? What was your dad's, where was your dad born? All this kind of stuff, right? You literally give it away for free. And those things are tracked. Those things are databased and collated, and all of your information is right there. And the reason why that happens, the reason why those little quizzes, why those little things are there, is so that the people that are trying to get your info can just grab it up, go right to the Social Security Administration, or go to your bank, or whatever the case may be, and they answer those questions, those security questions, by the data that you've just given away for free. I hope all that makes sense. It's I don't know. It's the fear that people get preyed upon, by the VPNs, by all these different companies that are out there saying, oh, we need to protect you. We're here to protect you, and all that kind of stuff. Well, what are you protecting us from if if we're giving away everything already for free? I'll get off my soapbox now. But that's, I have fun talking about this kind of stuff because, I don't know, it just, it really confuses me how people, they don't even consider what they're doing while at the same time, acting in so much fear about stuff. It just, I don't know. they'd be better served just by getting off of Facebook and doing something else and not answering these questions that people keep throwing up there. I don't want the pickaxe. I want to see where that Assaultron died at. Okay, there it is. Ooh, right there in front of your eyes, Ira. Yeah. It wasn't canceled. So I can give you the backstory a little bit. I started doing a podcast many years ago, and in the podcast, I talked about, all of these different kind of topics, fear and conspiracy and everything. I'm interested in everything, really. Everything fascinates me. So I started doing that, and I ended up getting picked up by a different person, basically, that was doing that kind of work themselves. So we kind of worked together for a little bit of time. I would broadcast before him, and then he would broadcast his show out. And eventually, we ended up starting a radio station together, the LNM Radio Network. And I ran that network for 6 years. We had a lot of shows on there. We were a 24-hour a day, 7-day a week radio station. We had millions of listeners every day. And it was big. I mean, we were doing quite a bit. My show was called Open Eyes. I actually did 5 shows, though. I didn't just have one. I actually ran 5 different shows, each of them covering different things. Had many guests on that were a lot of fun. It was an enjoyable process for me. However, all that being said, things with the network itself started to become a problem. Because we ended up taking on people that had, I guess you could say, extreme ego problems. And those extreme ego problems ended up becoming my problem because I was the station manager. I'm the one that was running everything and making sure that everything was okay, that everything was functional. It got to the point where I was so wrapped up in it that from the moment that I woke up till the moment that I went to bed, it was nothing but the network. Everything. I couldn't even really even do my own shows because everything was so wrapped up in making sure that the network was functional. We had a couple of really big names come onto the station, and by the time that everything was said and done, I was so stressed out that I ended up with stress-induced diabetes. So that was kind of my my moment of awakening, I guess you could say, where I said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. It's no longer in any way, shape, or form fun to me, and it was killing me. So talking to my wife, we had many discussions about it for hours, and I agonized over it for a very long time, trying to come to the decision of what I wanted to do or what I needed to do. And the thing is, I knew what I needed to do. I needed to walk away from it because it was too much, just way too much. So, I did. I stepped away from it. I just said, you know what, I can't do this anymore, and I quit it. So, long story short, that's kind of the bloodied powdered rifle. Okay, well, I mean, at least it's somewhat doable. Anyways, so it wasn't canceled or anything along those lines. I got to the point where I just couldn't anymore, and so I walked away from it. And I'm not upset by it. I'm not upset by the fact that I walked away from it. It took me a bit of time to get used to the fact that I wasn't broadcasting anymore, because it was such a big part of my life for such a long period of time. But honestly, there are days where I miss like getting on and just talking to people. So like, for instance, this live streaming for me, it's really tweaking that kind of thing for me. You know what I mean? I love just getting on and talking to people and BSing with people about whatever topic happens to come into the head, whether that's my head or anybody else's. I love that kind of thing. I love interacting with you guys. I love being a part of people's lives. And I'm kind of like, I guess you could say I'm an introvert living an extrovert lifestyle, you know? So sounds a little strange, but that is really the way that it is for me. So, yeah, I mean, by the time everything was just said and done, I walked away from it, and I don't feel guilty about having walked away from it. And I mean, I walked away from big, you know, I mean, we had a lot of people tuning in, and we were making good money. I mean, it was, you know, it was the whole kit and caboodle, but, yeah, I just couldn't do it anymore. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see, I need to, oh, you know what, I forgot. I was wondering why my carry weight was down. I forgot to actually join into a public team. That should help. Yeah, now I got the carry weight. Okay, there we go. One of the main things that kind of pushed me as far as realizing that I needed to make more time was, again, you know, everything from the moment I woke till the moment I went to sleep was the network. And that gave me no time to do any writing. You know, I am an author. I have published 14 books and dozens of short stories. I am an author primarily. And I had no time to write. I had no time to edit. I had no time to do anything along those lines. That was rough. You know, that's rough on somebody that does that kind of thing for a living. So, you know, it just, yeah, it got to the point I'm like, okay, no, I have to choose what's right for me and just step away from it all. So, yeah. And then when I left, the ironic thing, I guess, is that, you know, when I did end up leaving, the whole place fell apart because I was the only person running it. And I don't necessarily feel bad about that either, because I had been telling the people who were, you know, kind of co-running things with me at the network that I needed a break of some kind. You know, I needed to make sure that I was making time for myself and that everything was going to be, you know, me time, so to speak. And nobody wanted to listen to that. They just figured, well, no, Ira's still there and Ira's going to take care of it and everything's going to be okay. And Ira wasn't okay. So, you know, Ira walked away from it, and then it fell apart because nobody had been prepared ahead of time, knowing that was going to happen. I mean, I don't know why they didn't think it was going to. They saw the condition that I was in. They saw that my health was falling apart, that I was falling apart, and, you know, on and on and on. But that's the way it is sometimes. When you deal with other people, and again, like I said, you know, dealing with the radio world in and of itself, you deal with a lot of egos. I mean, it's, you know, we're bombastic. We're very egotistical, you know, and all that kind of stuff. It's all there. You know what I mean? But you have to have at least a little bit of that in order to really, I think, be a little bit successful when it comes to radio stuff. You know, you have to have the ability to kind of just sit and talk to yourself for a while, you know, so it's hard not to have a little bit of neuroses when it comes to that kind of thing. Right. But there we go. But the point is that when it comes to radio itself, you deal with that. But when you deal with radio that's more on that fringe kind of thing, where you're talking about conspiracies, you're talking about, you know, paranormal, you're talking about all the other things, right? There is a much deeper ego problem there in that particular field of things. Egos in America, yeah. Yeah. So I guess my point is that one of the big things that we ended up encountering was the issue of not only the other hosts who were coming in and causing issues. I mean, I'll give you an example, and this is something I haven't really talked about publicly very much. So I can kind of, you know, oh, you guys get the exclusive. We had somebody come onto the network who was a very, very big name in the industry. And this very big name, for those of you guys maybe that like to listen to radio and like to listen to the weird and that kind of thing, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Art Bell, but we ended up having, after he died, he picked somebody as his replacement, and we had them come to our station. They ended up becoming a member of our station, broadcasting through. So at first I was very excited about that because, you know, hey, Art Bell, he's one of my idols. He's a big radio guy and talked about the topics that I kind of love to talk about and all that kind of stuff. And so to have his successor, his spiritual successor, who was literally using his equipment and everything. I mean, she inherited all of his equipment and everything, right? To have her come to the station and, you know, me being able to help her out and basically become a producer for her was a pretty cool thing. You know, it was very exciting for me. So the problem is that because she's such a big deal in the industry, she also brought with her a lot of problems, and problems that I quite frankly was not prepared for. I was not at all prepared for the cavalcade of destruction that was following her. So one of the issues that we had was her fans and anti-fans, and especially those anti-fans. Wow, we went through some serious hell. I mean, there were death threats. We had to do what we could to, you know, make sure that all the hatches were battened, you know, to make sure that our information wasn't being doxed. When it was, we got doxed quite a bit. We had not me, but the other guy that I ran the station with. Somebody had found pictures of his kids and ended up masturbating on the pictures and sent the pictures to him saying, I'm going to do this in real life. You know, I mean, that's sick. You know, that is a deep core sickness to have happen. And, you know, I was very concerned about my own kids. I didn't want them getting exposed to anything along these lines. So that was a big contributing factor to why I said, you know what, I'm done with this. I can't, you know, I mean, that ramped up the stress in ways that I just can't put into words. And I'm an author. You know, it was horrible. It really was. So yeah, just by the time it was all said and done, I walked away from it, and I've had a lot of people offer for me to come back on the radio, to come back as guests or a host on different networks and all that kind of stuff, because, you know, I know what I'm doing, and I think I'm fun. You know, I'm fun to listen to. I'm entertaining, at least a little bit, I guess, and I can talk about topics that are just kind of, you know, off the wall, you know, and have an enjoyable conversation with it. But again, there's that egotistical thing, right? I know what I can do. You know, I mean, we had millions of listeners for a reason, you know. So, but I don't have any interest in it. I really don't. I don't feel like it's right for me. I like doing this. I'm having fun getting on here and just talking random with you guys, you know, just having a cool conversation with really cool people, you know. And so if you guys want to come along for that kind of a ride, I would love for you guys to be a part of it, you know. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Haha, there you go. There's that self-promo thing. So that everybody talks about. But yeah, that's all I want to do is just kind of come on, have fun, enjoy myself, and hopefully help you guys enjoy yourselves too. Make you guys think, make you guys, you know, wonder what the hell is up with this weird guy. I am the strangest person that I've ever met, and I do try to prove it every day. So, you know. Okay, so we got quite a bit of XP, but now we've pretty much cleared all of the really major XP generating things off of this world. So let me jump off of this private world, and I'm going to go onto a public server and see if we can drag some more XP out of this game. By the way, yes, I do vape. You guys will see the clouds happen once in a while. Oh, it's definitely a thing, Mark. It really is. It's definitely a thing. People get severely obsessed over things that they're passionate about, whether that's passionate in the good way or passionate in the bad way. Okay. And it can go both ways, right? That's the issue, is that you can be passionate about something that you hate. You love to hate on it. And some people, quite frankly, some people really thrive on hate. And that's sad to say, but it is a truism that some people just thrive on generating misery for other people. It's a sick kick. It really is. It's a sick kick. It's a fetish, and it's one that is very difficult to deal with if you are the target of it. It's hard to know how to handle it. It's hard to know how to recover from it. And if you've never experienced it before, it's scary. It really is. It's very scary. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of the way that human psychology is, though. There are some things that, some places that are very dark in people's minds, and they will latch on to something that they get obsessed about and will not let it go. It's impossible for them to let it go until either they destroy themselves or destroy the thing that they have targeted.
Need to smash. Need to fight.
You know, look at these super mutants, for instance. They're obsessed about fighting and about, you know, eating and all that. I mean, they won't stop, right? It's kind of, these super mutants are sort of the ultimate expression of an internet troll. They won't quit. They just keep spawning more. And all you can do is just, you know, either batten down the hatches and not interact with them at all, or go in and do what you can to get rid of them. And I guess to me, it's really sad for me to see people being that way. Not just because I've been the target of it at one point in time, but because I don't know. I like people to be happy. You know, I like to see people be happy, be at peace, all of that kind of good stuff. So to see people, you know, being that kind of a way, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. Right. Exactly. I mean, there are times, you know, where we're trolling somebody, you know. Some people deserve a little bit of trolling, right? Some people deserve a little bit of trolling. Right. But right, exactly. There's a difference between trolling and harassment. You know, there's a big difference between the two. And frankly, you know, as the one thing I will say about like doing this kind of thing, that a lot of people I think don't really understand, is that when you're a public figure, you have to have a bit of a skin, and you have to be able to take it on the chin a little bit. You know, it's the way that it is, because you're going to interact with people that are like I have described.
So small.
Depending on what you're doing, depending on what you're exposing, you know, or exposing yourself to. Wow, zealots. I'm not even picking that up. It can get worse or better, right? You know, the range of dynamics between them all can be very, you know, many and sundry, right? Many and sundry. Oh, we got the level. Cool. That'll work. Get these guys cleared out here. I saw a legendary hit drop too. I think that's respawn. Like I think it just literally respawned right here in front of our eyes. That's kind of funny. Yeah, if there's a guy over here, then definitely a respawn. That is crazy. That is crazy. Well, that's fine. We'll get the XP out of it. I don't mind. Where was I? Oh yeah. So you know, depending on what you're doing and who you're getting exposed to, it can be difficult to figure out how to take it on the chin. Mutant Slayer's armor. Nope. I will pass on that. But you know, when you're a public figure, you just have to take it in stride that you're going to encounter people that are just nasty. And quite frankly, I won't bite any bones about it. The YouTube comment section is the cesspit of Satan's sperm. It really is. I cannot tell you how many comments I delete every day that are just horrible, just absolutely horrific. And it's unfortunate that I think every creator out there on YouTube that has any kind of you know, popularity, they're getting exposed, has to deal with the same thing. It's sick, you know, it really is. But that anonymity thing, it really makes a difference when you're dealing with the public. The fact that people can say whatever is on their mind and think that it's okay. You know, it's sad. It is. Okay, I wanted to make sure he wasn't legendary. I thought maybe he was, but nope. No such luck. Alright. Let me go drop stuff off at my survival tent here real quick. I think I've got a few goodies. Just to get the Gary weight down. Yep, got a few. There we go. You know what I totally forgot to do when we were on the other world? I forgot to go over to Lakeside Cabins and grab the whatever lead had been spawned there. I do that all the time. I'm so flighty. You guys need to remind me of these things. Alright, let's see what these guys have to say about anything. Nope, nobody in here. Okay, everybody in here's already been wiped out. That's fine. That's fine. We'll go through another load screen and, yeah, we'll see what the Mirelurks are doing down here. Maybe they'll be spawned. I hope everybody out there is having a really good night. It's been a good day here. We've had a fun time, I guess you could say. Tomorrow's going to be quite busy. I should be able to live stream though, hopefully. If everything works out okay, I should be able to. But my wondrous wifeling's birthday is coming up here in the next couple of days, so we're going to make sure to celebrate that. My son's birthday was just yesterday, so, you know, we kind of had this... we have this gap where there are a lot of birthdays within a really short period of time, so... if I could hit, that'd be nice. There we go. Oh, didn't kill him. Thought I did. There we go. Oh, that's the queen. Okay. See, I thought that target was really big. I'll take her out here in a moment. See if anybody else is left over here. Does not look like it. Get that little guy there, though. Alright, well, we'll get a little bit closer. Or she'll get a little bit closer. Either way, somebody will get closer. Avoid that poison. She's a spitter. And... whoop, nope. There we go. There we go. She did hit us, but our healing factor kicked in there at the end, so we were okay. Works for me. I will grab your goodies, girl. There we go. Thank you for your stuff. Appreciate it. Alright, so I am going to run over here to the Burrows South while we're over here. I agree. There, you know, without darkness, you can't see light, right? That really is the way that it is. You have to find a way to manage both aspects of yourself. I'm a big proponent of the fact that we all have shadows that we need to pay attention to. And if we don't pay attention to them, they will bite us in the butt when we're not looking, you know, when we're not paying attention. It really is the way that it is. So my thought is that you have to really kind of take a holistic approach to yourself, to understand yourself as best as you can. I'm kind of one of those people that I love philosophy. I love all aspects of it. I love to examine the human condition and human psychology. I'm a big fan of that kind of thing, you know? So stuff like that, you know, the fact that if you really delve into who and what you really are, you know, you can really, I don't know, do some serious self-discovery when you realize that there is that dark part of you that wants to come out, and you have to figure out ways to let it come out. And if you don't, well, I mean, it'll come out when you least expect it, and perhaps when you don't have any control over it. So that's my thoughts anyway. Oh, and I got stuck. Come on, unstick me. Unstick. We're almost there. Nope. No such luck. Come on. Get me out of here. There we go. Thank you. Sometimes doing a little bit of a reload will make it pop, but yeah. Okay. So for those of you guys not aware of what I'm doing here, these air condensers that are around this building right here at the Bureau of South, they contain coolant caps. Each of those coolant caps will break down into 2 aluminum scrap. So whenever you come into a fresh world, or a world that you haven't had before, lo and behold, you can get plenty of aluminum without really having to work very hard for it. Well, you know, sometimes the greatest thoughts can come to you when you're sitting on the toilet. I can't tell you how many book ideas I've come up with while just sitting there doing nothing, staring at the wall, you know? It's kind of funny. Us humans are weird. Okay, I'm coming over here to Abby's bunker to see if maybe any of the Wendigos have spawned up here so I can get their screws, but nope, it doesn't look like anybody's over here, so maybe somebody else has already taken them out. Come back here and see if there's the event triggered, though. It does look like something triggered over there. Yep. Got some floaters. And a behemoth. Nice. Floaters and a behemoth. Awesome. That'll work. Alright. I just killed you, Swan. He's an epic. That's cool. For an epic, he went down pretty quick. There we go. We'll take his stuff. Happily. Alright, so what do we have left? We need to do the daily op, which I don't know if we're going to do yet. I haven't looked to see what the daily op is today. Let's see. It is uplink, mole miners, slowing targets. Well, we can definitely do that. That's the Valley Galleria too. Yeah, we'll definitely do that one. I don't mind that one at all. Okay, well, let me go back to my camp now that I've pillaged everything over here. Once I get to the camp, I'll go ahead and drop off all my goodies, and I'll get myself prepped up to do the daily op then. That'll be good. as everything loads in. Okay, so I'll probably use my vampire primarily, which I've already got loaded on. How did it load up? I don't know how it got loaded up. That's been happening, I don't know, since last week, I think. If I switch worlds, sometimes it'll end up switching weapons on me, and yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's okay. Thanks, Bethesda. All right, so I am going to get myself just slightly out of the radiated zone. That was pretty good, but I'll try to do a little bit more. There, that'll work. That'll be fine. Just enough so that I don't get one shot. And, yeah, let's see. I'll join in with a public team just so that I can get the herd mentality thing going. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Hopefully it'll work out okay. I'm not super worried about getting Elder rank. If I get it, that's cool, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, here we go.
This is Initiate Dodge. We've lost contact with the uplinks in your area. We'll need them operational if we hope to keep tabs on the enemy. Signal meter's down as well.
There we go.
And that'll need to be repaired first. Head out. You can head to the first uplink. We got connection from the signal repeater.
Ah, see. Dang it. Wasn't paying attention. That was entirely my fault. That's okay. They put us pretty decently. We were heading this direction anyway. There we go. Didn't lose too much time.
Coming through, and I can already see you've got company. Stand your ground.
Unfortunately, with the vampire, I won't be killing them quite as fast, but it'll also make sure that we're staying alive too, or at least hopefully. They're very grumpy. They need to eat a little something, I think. Get a little sugar or something. Maybe they had too much sugar. We're getting just a slight bit of lag too, I think, because I'm noticing a few of them when I kill them. It's not like taking the kill right away. It's just sit there for a moment before the actual death throw comes out. Come on, boys. Come at me, Mulra. We'll run to the other side. A long distance shot.
Second calibration is starting up. That's more like it. Stay close. Make sure the job gets done.
Now we have the slow climb to getting our adrenaline back up. There we go. It's so cold. Mama, it's so cold. Don't shoot me in the face like that, huh? See how it is. Not bad XP. You don't get a lot for the daily ops anyways, but cranberry relish helps out with that a little bit. So very grouchy. Somebody give them a candy bar. Lunchable. Something. Should be almost there.
Signal's clear as a bell. Looks like you're in designated zone. We got hostile activity nearby. Can we take a look?
You can take a look as long as they ain't freezing me on the way there.
This is the place. Guns, sledgehammers, and whatever you got on you at the ready. Cause some trouble.
I mean, causing trouble is kind of what I do. Yes, thank you, Dodge. I'm a troublemaker. So my teachers always say. Alright, I got one left. He's up here now.
Team,
There
we
we
got
go.
a priority target incoming. Readings off the charts. Fight well. And victorious.
Yep, Victorian indeed. Ooh, almost. There we
Fine
go.
work, team.
There we
Out
go.
of there for now. You've done enough.
Hey, we got the Elder rank. Cool.
Dodge out.
Cool, cool. Let's see if we get anything out of it. All right. Come on, give me a good roll. RNG Angel kick in. Everybody cross your fingers. The RNG Angel works. Junkie's Tesla. Nice. And Liquid Courage for the recipe. All right. Well, Junkie's Tesla rifle. That's not bad. We'll check it out. We'll see how it does. We'll see how that one is. It's a 3-star, so We might actually have had some luck. Thank you for crossing your fingers, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Come on, load screen. So I hope everybody out there is having a good night. This has been an interesting day for me, and I hope that you guys are having a good time and enjoying your stay here. And I'm very, very, very deeply grateful for you guys being here. I am very aware of the sacrifice of time that you guys are giving to be here with me in this moment. And yeah, can't thank you enough for it. Hope I'm making it worth your while. Okay, let me see what we've got here. So it was a junkie's Tesla. Nope, that ain't the right one. There we go. Bashing damage and 90% reduced weight. Well, the junkies portion of it might be okay. That might be doable, I guess. I've never used a junkies Tesla. I've used a few Teslas. I've got a Vampire's Tesla that's pretty good. I've got a quad Tesla that's pretty good, but I'm not sure about a junkies. I'll have to maybe do a weapon spotlight on it someday just to see what it can do. All right, well, let me see. I'm going to go ahead and set that into my stash box so that I don't lose it. Hello, Doe. Are you here? Yeah, you're here. Hi. How you doing? How you doing, honey? You gonna buy something? Yeah, my vendor's right in here. Yeah, it's right in there. Go ahead. Go buy something. I got some nice house plans. You could use a house, right? Yeah. There you go. Go buy some house plans. Awesome. Awesome. Well, while she does some shopping there, we'll go ahead and take a look and see what we can do next. I need to make sure I need to repair anything. I've died a couple of times. Did you buy anything? No? Why didn't you buy anything? What, you don't like my stuff? You don't like my stuff? Well, take that. Didn't like my stuff. Alright, anyway. Let me make sure I don't need to repair anything here real quick. Nope, looks like I am all good. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to let some time pass here real quick, and then we can do that daily op again, because I can complete 3 more, and I can get the extra 1,000 rank XP. That'll be good. So, oop, wrong button. Nope, don't want to set up a new camp. Thank you. I keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Sorry, guys. Let me take a look at the scoreboard, see where we're at with it. So we got another level out of it. Some more lunch boxes that I never use. Next is the beer stein, and I'm pretty close to it. I am super close to it. Yeah, like just a few more of those gain XP ones, and I can definitely be there. Yeah, sorry, I wiped out Bambi there. So while I'm waiting for the daily op to reset real quick, I will AFK real fast. Just need to use the restroom real fast. Be right back, folks. I have returned, guys. Sorry about that. Needs must needs, right? All right, let me get myself comfortable again here. And I'll turn the webcam back on so you guys can see my pretty face. Or something like that. I know, it's actually horrifying, but that's okay. All my beardly goodness. All right, so the daily op should be reset by now. So we can go ahead and head back into it. I'm going to do it a couple of times so I can get that tasty 1000 rank up XP. Because frankly, I don't know what tomorrow's daily op is going to do to us. So I'll do it while we're doing one that's okay, you know? All right. So let's get ourselves moving.
Come in. Restoring connection to the uplinks in this area is mission critical to the Brotherhood's efforts. Repair the signal repeater to get started. We'll need it working if we want connection to the uplink. Move out.
I hate it when they knock you away from it and you have to start it all
Signal
over
repeater
again.
seems operational. Time to head to the first uplink. Watch yourself.
Don't want to die on our way to it this time again, right? Oh, we got somebody joining us now. That's
Signal
cool.
calibration started. Watch your back. You just kicked a hornet's
Did you see that? That was fantastic. The mole rat came at him and just like face planted. That was great. Love it. I don't have to feel quite so pressured to get this one done now, so that works. It's nice not having to solo them if you don't have to. He's got a nice Tesla. It's tearing him up pretty good. Oh, you're opening up a lunchbox? Sure, we'll do that. Sure, why not? We'll join in with the fun. It's kind of funny how everybody always does the lunchboxes in the daily ops when the daily ops don't really give all that much XP. Like, you get a little bit, not very much. Yeah, he must have a quad because that thing's got a lot of ammo to it. For the Tesla. Cool. I'm getting XP. That works.
Head to the second uplink before you get overrun.
One more step closer. Come on, Tesla guy, follow us.
That looks like another uplink coming through. Things are going to start heating up in there. Watch yourselves.
Wait a minute. He's got a pretty decent Gauss shotgun too, I think. Those things will tear up, man. They do a lot of damage. Anybody else? It's not shabby. We ended up with a almost full team right here. That's doable. Disappointing about the locked and loaded patches is how they nerfed vampires. This fixer used to be super amazing at keeping me alive, but since that locked and loaded patch and the vampire nerf, it's a little bit more hairy. A little bit more hairy. Caught up in the wall there.
Let's get their attention.
Get their intention. It used to be that you could definitely survive stuff like that with no problem with the vampires, but yeah, it's not quite as it used to be. You could walk up in there with a Gatling or something like that, or a minigun that's a vampire, and just, I mean, absolutely wreck face. You know, you just won't die with that kind of a thing. But yeah, the slower file runs, I think they need to kind of like backstep the nerf slightly, but maybe do it more so that it's per weapon as opposed to just a general nerf all the way around. I think there are ways that they could do it in a better, more appropriate fashion. Because as it stands, the vampires just, I mean, again, with a weapon that's like this that maybe doesn't fire as fast as a minigun, you know, you're just not going to be as survivable.
Uplinks are critical for the safety of Appalachia. Head home. Dodge out.
So we got that one done. And we'll take the grenade, sure. Okay. Let's see what we get out of this one. Troubleshooter's pipe wrench. That's terribad. So welcome to the show. My name is Ira. This is Blind Dad Does, and we do a lot of things here. There's gaming, there's all kinds of stuff. So, you know, if you guys are enjoying this content, please subscribe to the channel. I would love for you guys to join in with my family here. I try to make it worth your while. Let me give you my dad moment here. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody does, no matter what anybody else might tell you, you are worthy of being loved, okay? Don't ever let anybody take your power away. You are worthy of being loved. I don't care who you are. If you're not being evil, I care about you, okay? I love you. And that's how it is. So I know a lot of times people end up getting taught differently that they're not worthy of being loved. I had that situation myself, and it takes a fair bit of doing to get out of that mindset, but you can do it. You are worthy. Don't let anybody ever tell you any different. Alright, so we're going to wait for that daily app to reset again. I suppose I can just maybe join in with a different team or something. Yeah, we can hop into there. That'll reset things. I can start up a different casual. Yeah, there we go. Don't necessarily need the events one, you know. Oh yeah, I gotta leave the team first, don't I? That's right. There we go. Sure, we'll join in with that one. That'll work. Let's see. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and hit it again, because we need, what, 2 more, right? Yeah, 2 more. There we go. And don't forget to change your oil. It's important. There's another dad moment for you. And if you're here in the U.S., don't forget to tip your wait staff. It's very important. They live on the bleeding edge of being able to survive. So, you know, make sure you guys leave a good tip.
Head to the signal repeater. We need it repaired to communicate with the uplinks. Double time.
You guys in the UK being lucky enough to be able to survive on no tips.
Repeater's coming through now. Head to the first uplink. Let's
Those
get
darn
them
Americans.
connected.
I lived for tips on many years. It's not easy, I tell you.
The uplink signal's starting to come through now. Watch for hostiles.
All right. Well, we got somebody else joining in with us. That works. 2 of them. Cool. Maybe they're doing the same thing, trying to drive through. Yep, it's that Tesla guy again. Yep, and it's the Gauss shotgun guy again too. That works. That works. It went smoothly last time. Should be okay this time. Now look at that. That guy's definitely got a quad. That guy's definitely got a quad. It's either a quad or it's hacked. Somebody get the guy a Snickers bar, man.
That's one uplink calibrated. Don't leave a job half done. Get to that
Where are you going? Shoot me in the back.
Second uplink is starting to come through. Looks like it's getting a little crowded in there. Stay on that uplink.
Stay on the uplink? We don't want to be on the uplink. We just want to be near it, right? Gosh, shotguns. Have you guys ever used those? I've never used them. I haven't opened that recipe yet. But I'm not a shotgun person, so from what I can tell, they do an epic amount of damage, though. Just never used one. I like a Gauss rifle. Those are fun. I ran around with a sniper build for like the first year of time in the game. It was a lot of fun. I ended up gravitating away from the Gauss, though. I ended up with a bloody lever action rifle that I liked a lot, so I ended up using it primarily for a long time. That Gauss guy is definitely tearing them up. Okay, we should be popping up in just a second.
Uplink are running and providing intel again. And
triggered. Now we can get these guys done. Oh, he was trapped in the wall too. It's gonna be a royal pain. He's like, nah, you ain't gonna get him in. We have earned it indeed. All right. Did a little better on that one. Hunter's officer sword. Ugh. Well, dang. Well, we'll do one more, and that should be enough to cover all of the weekly ops, or the weekly challenges. That'll be cool. And it should kick us over into the next rank as well. Okay. Sorry, I had to hydrate there real quick. Let me drop out of this team. Can start up another one. Well, I guess I can join in with that team right there. That'll work. That'd be fine. Don't have anything to scrap yet. Alright, so one more left, right? Yep, indeed. Okay, cool. Then off we go and get this one done. So I definitely want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I appreciate all of you being here with me, and I hope that you're having a really good time.
Ad Victorium.
Making a worthwhile effort for you.
Your mission is to figure out why we lost contact with the uplinks in this area.
I think we know why we lost uplinks. We've done this before.
Get the busted signal repeater working before proceeding. Head there first.
There we go. I'll use a stim back there real quick just to get the run done. I got plenty of them. I'm not too worried about using up one if I don't need to.
Calibration starting. I'm picking up hostiles. Team, give them the Brotherhood welcome.
It should be the vampire one that's on, but I don't know. I thought that I was using VA there for a moment too. I don't think we'll have anybody joining us this time. Yeah, firing off into the void, I guess. Go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Face shot. What you firing at there, Leo? He went boom. All the bodies went flying. Okay, almost there. Come on, Dodge, give it to me.
Okay.
There we go.
Our signal calibration is complete. We need both for proper connection. Head to the second uplink.
I'm heading. They're shooting me in the back. They're very unhappy with my presence. That's okay, I'm unhappy with theirs too, so mutually exclusive. Or mutual agreement.
Get another
That's the word I
uplink
meant to
signal
use.
coming in. Stay on it, team.
Mutually
Almost
exclusive
there
would be
now.
something completely different. Can't get up there. Huh? I thought we could. Almost. Hey, there we go. We've got somebody else with us now. That works. What the heck kind of weapon are you using? Oh, okay. You're using the plasma canister. Cool. Shoot me in the back. Almost there. Coffee, tea, or soda? That's the question of the day today. Everybody's been thinking coffee is okay, I guess, but I don't know. For me, I'm just not into it. I'm a tea guy. I like that mostly. I used to drink nothing but Mountain Dew. Kind of tore my body up.
Yes. Uplink activity has been restored.
It's funny when you've been addicted to something like that for a really long time and then you go to try it again after quitting it and find out, oh my god, why did I ever like this to begin with? I definitely go through that with Mountain Dew. I'll get once in a while, I'll go to a restaurant and I'll get one just to, you know, say that I've tried it again. And, yeah. Can't hack the taste of it anymore. I did the same with cigarettes, too. You know, when I quit smoking and switched over to vaping, anytime anybody's, like, smoking around me, it definitely bothers me. I don't complain about it, of course, but, you know, it does bother me, which surprised me. Tore that guy up quick. Cool. Well, we got that complete, and we got the score rank out of it. Very, very cool. Yeah, we'll grab all of his goodies. That'll work. And anything good this time? Nope. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Well, guys, I do think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. My eyes are getting pretty sore, and I need to let them rest for a little while before they fall apart. But I hope that you guys have had a really good time tonight. If you have, please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I do come out with new stuff every day. I'm live streaming all the time, and I'd love for you guys to come in and join in with me. Let's have a little bit of fun together. All right? So until next time, keep safe out there. Have fun. Thank you so much as always for watching, and we'll talk to you again later.